Tú quieres ser mi amigo. No puedo estar contigo, porque cuando te di mi pobre corazón, tú lo dejaste ir. Cuando llamaste ayer, la voz de una mujer exigiéndote me hizo comprender que sigue siendo el mismo. Y tú no sabes el dolor que llevo dentro del corazón, porque cuando te quise a ti, tú me dejaste ir. No puedo ser tu amiga, no importa lo que digas, porque cuando te di mi pobre corazón, tú lo dejaste ir. Y tú no sabes el dolor que llevo dentro del corazón, porque cuando te quise a ti, tú me dejaste ir. No puedo ser tu amiga, no importa lo que digas, porque cuando te di mi pobre corazón, tú lo dejaste ir. Qué bueno que te has ido, no eres enemigo, pero recuerda bien que aquel que siempre da, recibirá lo mismo, recibirá lo mismo, recibirá lo mismo. Recibirá lo mismo.
Good morning, South Florida.
And welcome, welcome, welcome to the Brooklyn Cafe Morning Show.
Grab your coffee as we brew up the talk of the day.
From the latest scoop around town,
To feel-good stories and messages of hope.
a few jokes and live calling,
Highlighting local businesses.
discussing hot trends and news stories.
A dash of feel-good nostalgia.
I love those morning cartoons.
Keeping up with upcoming events.
Sometimes trying a delicious foods.
Weekly horoscope updates.
An occasional flying duck.
Some sparkle dust.
Don't forget my bell.
And my wand.
With our brew crew laughing on set.
So grab your coffee, your bagel, donut, or any breakfast as we get you up and ready for the rest of your day.
And don't leave us hanging. Here is a follow. Comment live or call right into the show at 888-994-4995 Studio B.
Whether it's a tip of the day or just to say good morning, we'd love to hear from you.
From Amp Media Production Studio, it's
The Brooklyn Cafe Morning Show.
Dawn, where's the snooze button?
Freddy, it's time to get up. We got a show to do. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Hang tight, guys. Pressing the snooze one more time.
And it's time to do a show.
Morning time, snooze button.
Welcome to the morning show. Is it September yet?
Almost.
So close.
So close, but
I
yeah.
can't. You know, this is not good for me.
You know next Monday is Labor Day?
I don't care. I don't care. I don't want to hear it.
Next
I
Monday
don't
is Labor
want
Day.
to know. I am so with it.
Why?
Why? Because time is going too fast.
I know. We're up to the last quarter of the year. You know what that means? 90-day push.
Oh, why did I think of
Going to
that?
be working that with Chanel. Anyway, happy Monday to you.
Happy Monday. There's a lot of stuff that happened over the weekend. The stuff that's going on here in Florida. There is hurricane. Now, who the hell names these things?
I'm wondering the same thing.
Ida?
All I know is that it's
I-
aimed right to
I-
Gainesville. and
IDIA.
Gaines away. That's all I'm
It is heading to Gainesville. Yes, it is.
And the game's away. I'm thankful for that.
It's an away game. That's,
What game?
I guess, the
Well,
football
on
game.
Thursday night. Oh,
Florida.
Has a game on
the
Thursday.
Gators?
Yes,
Now
at
tell me,
Utah.
There's a game on Thursday?
Well, yeah, we're
Why do I
confused.
care
I
about
care.
Florida Gators?
Florida Gainesville. He cares.
Is it
I
right
care.
over left or left over right?
What's that?
It's right over left, right?
It's like this.
It's like the
Because
Gator
that team
Chomp.
is going to be so.
Well, there's the Gator Chomp, and then there's the
We beat them
Gators,
last
so.
year when they were 14.
What they do?
They were ranked 14 when we beat them last year at home.
Who was ranked 14?
Utah.
Is that who
The
you're
team we're
playing?
pl-
Yeah,
the team we-
Utah's a good team. I'm talking about Florida.
So?
Where was their rank?
They used to be good.
They used to be when Tebow was there.
Yep.
And maybe a couple years after that. But now they're like this. This is the Florida, the whole thing. You're a little Gator.
one day.
Anyway, happy Monday.
Happy Monday.
Everyone have a nice weekend. Josh, have a nice birthday weekend.
You didn't do any of that?
I pushed back a lot of work. Let me see where I see. I pushed back a lot of work.
What does that mean?
I gotta
Get
do
a lot
it.
of work due by today.
Yeah, yeah.
So you were
That's cool.
partying all weekend?
I wasn't partying, but I was, pushing all my schoolwork back, and I didn't like that.
I left here
So-
Friday night, and you were still here. I couldn't believe you were still here.
He was doing, what were you doing? He
Doing
was doing
schoolwork.
I
something.
got a
Schoolwork.
presentation I have to do today.
For
About
who?
what?
It's on the article "Why Pausing AI Development Is Enough. We Need to Shut It All Down" by Eliezer Yudkowsky.
Wow.
I got to tell you, that's an interesting concept. There is a school in West Palm Beach that has taken the opposite position. They want every student, including kindergarten to high school, to use AI, and they are endorsing AI, and they are saying AI is the way of the future, and they're teaching their kids through AI.
I think FAU has banned it from school, from their curriculum.
They have not.
Oh, I was reading an article that they did. So.
Scary.
But why would you
No,
ban
one
it?
of my,
I guess they changed their mind.
I don't know. One of my teachers.
I don't like that it's on social media. It's just weird.
One of my teachers encourages the use of it. Yeah, like for like ChatGPT, if we have little writing assignments, he's like, if you do use it, just say it, right? And I'm like, that's crazy, actually, that you
Just like
just
cite
let
it as
that
a
happen.
resource.
That you used it. And there's like another class that I have where it's like they'll allow you to use it for like a visualization purpose if you must, but you have to cite it. So
I got to tell you, there was a client that asked us, this is before I got sick, to put something together, and I used it because I wanted to see the format. I had no clue of how to put this presentation together in form. I think I sent you a copy, and it was excellent. Not the words they use, of course, because it's third person, but the format of how to use it. It has its services. It has its places. Just don't use it to write your term paper.
So you're writing a paper, your presentation against it.
Yeah, this one, he developed AI, and he's been studying the research of AI for all of his life, Eliezer Yudkowsky, and he studies that, or he states that with this new release of GPT-4, not Chat GPT, but GPT-4, the actual AI computing software that is used, has made a leap and jump way too far for humans to comprehend and grasp.
He's
And that
probably
if,
right.
if we make this other jump from GPT-4 now to GPT-5 that they're working on, it could cause an indefinite end to humans.
Oh, because I mean human as far as the workforce?
No,
Humans
As far
in
as
general?
thinking,
as humans, as a civilization, no, as us living on this planet.
Why?
well, I think that's
Because
that's true.
AI can um, think and develop so much quicker and smarter than us that we can't truly comprehend how it will end us. But it could easily.
But somebody had to feed AI. Like if I ask it, where the hell did life begin? It's not going to answer me. It's going to answer me like a human would.
That's why I get it related to or this other article that I had to read called Banality of Evil, where this one girl went to the Nazi judgment center after they went to court after the Nazis was dismantled, and there's one guy named Adolf Eichmann who just kind of followed orders. He wasn't evil, but he was just doing what he was told to be do, and that thoughtlessness creates evil. And since AI is just doing what we tell it to do, it's thoughtlessness and inherently evil.
But
in
wasn't
itself.
he one of the top people in the Nuremberg trial that they went against
Yeah.
because of? So
Yeah,
even
I
though he
guess-
might not have, well, I don't know. It's a whole.
No, of
other-
course, but I think
did
all
it,
he was
right.
doing was like controlling. He said he was controlling the trains from coming in and coming out. And
Yeah,
that was
right.
it.
And what was on the trains and everything else.
Yeah.
You know, there's a crime. You know that if you're in a car and somebody you're in a car with exits the car, says, I'll be right back, and they go and they rob a bank, and they go in the car, you are now just as much of a robber as the guy who robbed the bank, even though you were sitting in the car. Now, you can tell the judge, I didn't know what he was doing. It doesn't matter. It's called the accomplice rule. And they do that because law says that if you're seeing a crime, you're supposed to do everything you can to stop it. Calling a cop is one way. Doing something is another way. If you don't, then you are found guilty, like this gentleman is going to be found guilty, because just the trains were full of people going to the
concentration camp.
concentration camps.
You
So
saw Golda over the weekend. What'd you think?
I was shocked because there is so many things. Now I understand why the U.S. stays in Syria, watching what goes on there, because the Syrians attacked Israel from the north, Egypt from the south, and there's just so much that goes on in terms of just hating people. You know, I have never, ever in my life witnessed the amount of hate towards one nation or towards a people in my life.
As the Jewish people.
As the Jewish people, they get picked on every which way. But I'm talking about generalization, hate. I can't believe how hate is such a powerful message to people who just don't get it. See what happened in Jacksonville over the weekend. Guy killed 3 blacks because of race.
At a dollar store.
I
At a dollar store. I know.
And the problem is that, you know, I went to a movies yesterday. Yesterday was $4 across the nation.
What'd you see?
I went to see the one with Ian Nean.
Liam Neeson?
Yeah, him.
What movie is with Liam
Something
Neeson?
starts with an R, reverb, something. I got
Sorry,
it.
help me out.
I know what he's talking about. I don't remember what the name is.
But anyway, I went to see it. It was packed. And I go up there, and Linda has to get popcorn, so she's sitting on this line that was forever. She ended up coming without it because it was too long. But anyway, so I go up there, and this gentleman is spread eagle on my seat, his seat, and the one next to him. I mean, spread eagle with a cooler between his legs. So I said, bro, not for nothing, but did you buy 2 tickets or one? I got to squeeze in there. I'm not a small guy, but this guy was 3 me. So he's giving me the stink eye.
Why'd you find another seat?
It was packed.
Oh, okay.
There was no other seats. It was packed house. But again, things escalate very, very simply.
So what happened?
I sat to the left, and he took up the seat, and I watched the movie leaning this way.
Was it a good movie that you don't remember what it was
No, it
called?
was a great movie, but that it wasn't the movie. It's the people. You know, people do things. People sometimes will reverse discriminate. Like a black person won't like the situation. The guy didn't like me. He didn't know me, but I could sense it right away. And he was making it really uncomfortable. So if I was anybody else and I would have said something, we would have gone marching down the hill. This is a big guy.
Maybe you read into it. Maybe it wasn't like that.
Yeah, I read into it. Okay. I lived in New York. I was in the 3-4. I read into it. There's nothing there that I didn't read into. Especially, really? And I said to him, yo, bro, chill. That's when I said, I had enough. Chill.
Why would you do that?
I don't know. You know things, you tell me.
I know nothing.
But what I'm saying is, the Golden movie, she refused to back down. And I learned something that I had heard before.
She was the Prime Minister of Israel during the Yom Kippur War, correct?
Yes, that's right. And I heard something the other day that the way to stop war, get this philosophy, is through fear. Through fear. So I have to teach you to make someone fearful of you so you don't get attacked. Check that out.
Well,
It's called détente. And I studied this in NYU.
well, look at World War II. Look at the atomic bomb. Look at everything we've been talking about with Oppenheimer.
But what I
You're
don't,
afraid that you will be annihilated. So
but you have to scare somebody into thinking that you will be destroyed if you attack me. And that's the only way you keep the peace. But it doesn't mean that you still aren't thinking of finding ways of destroying
well,
me.
does fear keep you guys down? Fear of something? Fear of not getting a job? Fear of not paying rent? Fear of not finding a significant? Does that keep you at a lower vibration? Does that keep you in fear?
Political leaders use fear to insinuate power or to keep power for themselves because they want to belittle the people because they know that the people are the true power of the nation.
Well, let me ask you a question. You go to an interview. Allegedly, how do you go dress? Clean cut, right? You're not going to wear broken
I
jeans.
wouldn't, no, this is not.
No, I'm not saying you do. I'm just saying, I'm trying to make a point. You go to an interview, you're going to be dressed up to go to an interview, right? So that's the
Correct.
first process because you're trying to impress.
Dress to impress, correct.
You're trying to get noticed.
Mm-hmm.
Are you a little fearful of whoever you're interviewing with?
Sometimes.
Not sometimes. Think about the reason
Fear
I'm
or
asking you.
intimidated?
Same difference. I'm thinking about this
That's
because
just normal
Anxiety?
anxiety just going into
anxiety is fear inwards. I
Do
get
they
it.
people
try-
come
I mean, I
here?
have a lot of that.
You do?
Yes.
They try to induce fear into believing sort of philosophies and morals that we are not accustomed to.
Well, somebody who's doing an interview wants to be able to control the situation, right? So they're going to intimidate you into
I think people come
Acting.
here and they're intimidated by you and me.
no. There's nothing to intimidate me by. But one of my point is that
Maybe-
fear
maybe-
exists everywhere.
Does he put fear in any of you guys?
No, oh, not at all.
Why fear? I'm not a fear. I'm not into the fear game.
You know, just wonder if anyone was going to say yes. You got an overwhelming no.
But when you go on an interview, do you feel intimidated?
No, never.
So you have no fear whatsoever to whoever you're talking to?
No. I feel like since I've worked at Abe and Louie's, like I don't know.
You meet a client, any fear? Is there a fear factor of making a presentation to a client? None?
Not for me, no.
Mr. Man?
I mean, you can say that you have a fear of if I don't say the right things, that they won't, I guess, like my presentation or
Do you think about that?
more make sure that I say the right things. You know what I mean? Not a fear that they won't like me per se, but
Well, what are some of the things that you have to be careful what you say? Like you talk sports, and you say you're a Met fan, I'm a Yankee fan. You wouldn't want to bring up sports, right? You're a Jet fan, I'm a Giant fan. You're a Jacksonville fan, and I'm a Miami fan. You don't want to bring up sports because it brings up the line of controversy.
right.
I mean, I actually enjoy that part.
Do you think that's true, though? I think sports, they might like different teams, but I think it's a more of a universal conversation. Speaking of, see what happened in the Dolphin game Saturday night?
Do you know that's the 5th time in preseason
They
that
ca-
has happened?
I thought it was like the third.
It's the 5th time.
And they stopped the game. After last year,
The
they
kid-
just
the
know
kid
they
was
stopped the
immobile.
game.
But thank God, all 5 of them are back on the practice field.
So what's
All of
going on? Yeah. Did they ever come up what happened to them?
Literally just,
Well, what's happening is that
like, they just
the,
get hurt.
the colleges are training these kids to be trains, man. You know what it is to have 225 pounds of rock coming at you at a speed of 4 seconds in the
This was
40?
a young kid. He was 24. Is 24.
Well, he got popped. What? And he hit his own man. Is what I read. He ran into his own guy and just.
I don't know. All you know. Well, you went to the movie center, and I was home watching. I wasn't watching. Chuck was watching the Dolphin game. He's like, "You're not going to believe what just happened again." He goes, "I bet they're going to call the game." And sure enough, they called the game.
Well, they have some kind. They're thinking of increasing the pads. The Denver Broncos are going to wear. You ever seen the mushroom helmets they have for concussion? So there's these helmets, and they put a helmet on top of a helmet. It has cushion. The Denver Broncos are going to wear the cushion in the game. They painted it like the team logo. So one of the games they're going to try to see if they can stop the concussion protocol.
So doesn't every team, aren't they, I don't want to say obligated, but if there is a higher technology out there for your players, shouldn't everyone, isn't it an NFL that everyone should wear the same uniform, the same helmets, the same pads?
There's a
Otherwise you're
grade.
giving like one.
Here's the grade. Everything above that, you can choose and pick what you want.
Really?
The NFLers don't even wear thigh pads anymore.
Why?
Because it slows them down, and they say that they don't need them. And I think they're going to start making them mandatory. The Jet running back got hit in the thigh. He didn't wear them. And he's out for 3 weeks. He has a contusion.
Well, it's like swimmers, right? They're so lean. They shave everything. There's just, right? You have to be that, because any hair, everything, they say slows you down.
It does.
Same thing with the pads, I guess.
Well, what's happening is that they want to be faster. They want to be stronger. They want to, and you know, the game of football, the NFL, has gotten so fast. I was watching the Jets playing the Giants because I taped it. Went to the movies, taped it, and saw it, and came back. And I look at that game as to when I first saw football 50 years ago. And my God, you can't even blink. The play is over. And Aaron Rodgers, who has been in the league 20 years, will tell you, I only have half the amount of time that I used to have to get the ball out. They are so fast. And if I get hit by one of those guys, I'm done. Done. Game over. So he's got to learn how to be quicker. Now that you see, Mr. Brady owns the Las Vegas Raiders. And he was in the tunnel. The owner, part owner of the Las Vegas, he's in the tunnel. And do you know, you have an owner like that, you talk about intimidation, because the Raiders,
Tom Brady bought a team.
he bought into the Raiders. He owns half of them.
Is he still playing?
No.
He's done?
He tells them when they were
Is he
coming,
done?
he's coming out of the tunnel, he says, I'm going to tell you guys something, don't make me put on pads.
Yeah, I'm
Don't
telling you.
embarrass me. Don't make me put on pads. It's going to be an interesting year. Did you see Little League World Series? Now, if you like Little League World Series, because I used to coach it, I went to Pennsylvania to watch games. I've never seen a game like this in my life. California, Southern California is playing Caracas or whoever, South America, for the championship game. Game is 5-5 in the bottom of the 6th inning, which in Little League is the bottom of the 9th. And the kid who is MVP of the league, he has 6 home runs throughout the tournament, gets up there, and he pops the ball out to win the game on a home run. Now you tell me, I'm 12 years old, do you think you're ever going to forget that? I mean, he's a hero. They're going to have parades in his name and everything else. 12 years old, he goes out and he hits a home run to win the Little League World Series.
Amazing. Well, I saw a 5-year-old raise $17,000 at a lemonade stand for Hawaii.
Wow,
Isn't that amazing?
that's amazing.
Everyone just started Venmoing, and then there were certain businesses that would triple anything that he brought in, and more and more and more money. And he couldn't believe it. He was selling pink lemonade and yellow lemonade.
Oh.
$17,000 to go back to Hawaii. How amazing is that?
It's amazing. It's amazing stuff that's going. Did you see also, I think it was Friday, Mr. Messi from the Fort Lauderdale Strikers here in Miami, or whatever the hell they're called. He was in the bench, and he got out of the bench, and he goes in for 2 minutes in the game, and he hits the winner.
Yep. That's amazing.
What is it with this guy? What is it with this guy? He gets up, boop, kicks it, wins.
They need to do like a whole reality show about him. I get an F from everyone.
You guys don't do anything on the
I
weekend?
rearranged my room.
You rearranged your room.
Oh
How'd
my
that go
God.
for you?
That is so boring.
Pretty fun. I mean, no, I got like
Boring.
no. Yesterday.
Sleeper.
No, yesterday I went to TJ Maxx in a thrift store and I bought like new like frames to put up my apartment and my room.
Looks nice.
Mhm.
You should have invited everybody over to a party at your house.
Josh is gonna do that next.
We're actually thinking about it. Like,
Josh
we need to
already
do that.
did it.
I know, having a party.
No,
Everybody was
because my
sleeping.
roommate's a bartender. My roommate's a bartender, and he works at Tab 42 now. So
Who? I'm sorry, what?
my roommate's a
So
bartender.
maybe they can get you a job at Tab 42.
No, I asked him if they're hiring. He said no. So not hosting or serving. He
Josh,
said-
you look exhausted. Are you?
I was up till 12 last night.
Oh my God. I'm up at
Working?
12 every night.
Yeah,
Me too.
What time you go to sleep?
10.
When
You're
do
a
you-
young man. You should be up till 2 o'clock in the morning.
Doing what?
Stuff.
I'm not even up. I
What
go to
stuff
sleep
are
at
you
like
doing till 2 o'clock in the
11
morning?
or 12 every
when
night.
I was his age,
You have been working.
I was
have
at
to tell you,
Roseland in his way.
My cat
This
wakes me
man-
up at like 7:30 every day. It's like an everyday thing.
This man does not take time off. You were working on this new venue. I don't want to call it a concert, but this new event.
weekend.
All weekend. Not working on it, but like deep in the trenches on a Sunday.
Well, how else are we going to get it done?
Working on this.
Yeah.
Could've
And
waited
it's
till
funny
today.
because everybody thinks that this, you snap your fingers and it happens. And I'm going to tell you, I'm going to have some company with me on the weekends. If you're home doing nothing, then you're going to be doing something. Because you can't be home doing something and I'm up to 2 o'clock in the morning doing something. You can't do that. There's so much to do.
And you were so aggravated because no one was doing what you were doing.
No, I was aggravated.
You were aggravated.
I was aggravated with some of the players that we deal with.
You
know,
were aggravated. I even spoke to your son later last night. I'm like, I'm not telling your father. I'm going to talk to you directly. I go,
What
he's
happened?
aggravated. You're aggravated. So I went right to the source.
No, we had to put the POS
I went right to
together.
God, and I'm like, what happened? And he's like, and he told me why you're aggravated.
Why am I aggravated? My son is up in NASA.
I'm texting our executive producer. I can't tell your father because he's aggravated.
He's up in NASA. He left at 4 o'clock in the morning to
Yeah.
get his badge.
That's exciting.
He has
That's
a mission
amazing.
going up in October. Now it's official, like an announcement.
That's amazing.
He officially is into NASA.
So is he like a rocket scientist?
Your
You say my
son?
son, the rocket scientist?
No, they send up the animals that they test up in space and then they bring them down. You saw
Interesting.
that over the weekend. They switched the astronauts in the space station. So he has one in October. It's going to be the next mission, and his animals are going up.
Do you ever doubt what you see on the news? They actually thought, I'm like, oh.
Okay, so
Do you think
before
we-
move on
Do you think
from
we were
that,
on the moon?
Yo, Freddy,
What do you got?
let's not move on. Yeah, your son works at NASA?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
He's been there for 2 years. You know this.
No, I don't.
He's in the communications field for NASA. When the orbiter speaks to Earth, it's his job to make sure that they can listen and hear one another. I tell you, he gave me a tour of his job, and the NASA department was all sealed up, so I just sort of peeked in. And I sat there and I said, "This is my son?" I said, "Really? This is what you do?" And then he showed me a room full of conductors and everything else that they use to communicate. And he's going to try to get me in to do a VIP when his launch goes. He's
awesome.
allowed to invite 6 people from his family. And I get to go to the capsules and things of that nature. We'll see if we can get it done.
When is it? October?
It's in October. I'm not supposed to know when. I'm not even supposed to say that, but it's just one of those moments where he can't say anything. So he's in a dark room by himself until this morning. He called his brother to tell him, "Hey, listen, I'm in NASA." And Freddy goes, "You're calling me for this?" It's a pretty big deal.
That's awesome.
It is.
If you can go to space, would you?
I told him that I would volunteer a one-way trip to Mars.
You
'Cause
would
I ain't
go
coming-
in a heartbeat.
On a heartbeat.
You're not coming back? One
Send me
way
to
up?
Mars.
One way up?
He says, "Dad, it takes 10 years to get to Mars." I said, "What are you talking about? The Indians just went up. India just went up. They landed something on Mars."
Yeah, didn't they land on the opposite side of the moon, though?
No,
Not
the
Mars.
Russian thing crashed on the moon, I think. You see this thing?
No,
The Russians?
India, they landed on the south side of the moon.
Mars.
But there's no sun.
So you can't see nothing.
You can't see anything because they're under the horizon of the sun.
So they have
where
these
most
lights.
countries land on the northern side, so you can see
stuff.
it.
Yeah.
They landed on the southern side, so it's literally below the horizon.
So
You can't see anything.
what's been found on Mars? Like I don't
Water.
even know. Water and
Ice.
land.
You understand what ice signifies. If you have ice, you have water. If you have water, you have animals, amoebas, protozoa, things of that nature. If you have that, that is the beginning foundation of humans.
Or life. May not be life as we know it, but
Well, it
life
could
of
be
some
anything. It
sort.
could be a plant.
You should tune into Sally's show today. She's going to be talking about astral travels beyond the veil.
You know, I asked what we were going to be talking
what we're
about,
talking
but
about.
I didn't see anything posted.
Really? Have
Go
you
back
looked?
to that again.
Have you looked? There's
Oh,
been
I'm gonna
3
look.
posts that
I'm
have
gonna
been
look.
out.
Did you put something out? No.
They're out, trust me. Amazon didn't do it.
You did it?
Me and Zari, yeah.
Oh, okay.
So
I'm going to look for it.
So
too.
I know they're out because I was, when you were doing your other thing, I was posting things all night long.
If you guys are watching the show today, come on down to Sally's show and all these questions. Do you believe we went to the moon in 1969? Do you think we were there? And I said that to my brother. He got violent. My brother was in the Navy.
I don't know how I do know how you question it, but I don't know why you question it.
I said to him, Harry, I don't think we went. And he said, why? He says, because remember the American flag that was waving on the moon? How the hell does that happen when there's no gravity? And he says, that ain't happening. I showed him the film. He says, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to punch you out. Harry was pure military. He says, we went to the moon. And then Ghostbusters, or whatever that show is, they left an instrument on the moon that you hit this bell. It goes, ding! And if it comes back, it means the other half is on the moon. And 30 seconds later, it went ding. So he says, somebody put that up there.
We went.
How do you know? You were there?
Wasn't there like a big thing? Like was it televised or something?
1969, yeah. One small step for man, one giant leap for mankind. That's Neil
Oh,
Armstrong.
so like since it was so long ago, maybe people don't think it was real or something.
1969 was so long ago?
No, like that.
The hell's
like,
the matter? These
I
are the
feel like-
reasons why you
no,
get...
I feel like television didn't look as real. Television didn't look as
Well, it was
real.
grainy, black and white. What do you want?
You see Bob Barker?
Yeah,
passed
like so
away?
that you can make anything look like that. I
See
feel like.
Bob Barker, speaking of television,
She doesn't
an
know who
icon.
Bob Barker is. Who's Bob Barker?
He's from Happy Gilmore.
Yes, he had a cameo on Happy Gilmore.
He punched what's his face in Happy Gilmore. But do you know who he is besides that? Or Price is Right? No one successful.
Apparently got
game
his
show?
first gig, he was 48. So
I used to
see,
watch it.
Things happen later in life.
So does Steve Harvey.
You know his wife cheated on him. Steve Harvey's wife.
Yeah,
With their bodyguard and chef or
Really?
whatever or something. Yeah.
Steve Harvey's had a bad
He has a
life.
talk show about like.
He's had a hard life, Steve.
There's been a lot of talk shows. Remember Sally, Jesse, Raphael,
All of them, yes.
Merv Griffin, Maury Povich,
Povich.
Geralda.
When I heard that,
Who
I was
is,
like, no way.
Who is Katie Tong married to?
I don't know who Katie Tong is.
She was the news anchor, Channel 7. You know who Katie Tong is? Wow.
No,
She was huge.
that's not her name.
Yes, it
Her
is.
last name is Chung,
Chung.
and her first name isn't Katie.
What is it? Okay.
I don't
Well, now
know,
it's
but-
time.
But her last name is Chung.
She was married
she's
to the
married
guy
to
who
Maury.
people used to, Maury
Povich.
Povich.
It's
Oh,
Ka-
Connie.
Thank you.
Connie
Chung.
Chung.
Not Kate.
Katie, Connie, same difference. Chichin Chung.
Dear God.
That you know, right?
Disclaimer.
Chichin Chung,
Connie
you know.
Chung, yes, was married to Maury
Yes,
Povich.
I'm gonna tell you, this is why you don't get no jobby. The J-O-B.
Maybe go with Trippy, go thrift shopping. Black shirt button down, black pants, so they can envision you working there.
Yeah.
And you gotta come in with a little energy. You gotta come in oomphy. You know what oomphy
I
means?
feel like I do.
No, I feel you don't.
I do.
You
though.
don't. You don't. And I can show you all the places you've been to prove my point.
What is it about busing that you want to do so badly?
You make the most money.
Get a job at a bank, 9 to 5, easy, counting money.
You make the most money busing? Really?
Yeah.
Serving?
Busing and serving aren't the same thing, no?
busing, you get like most amount of tips. Like
Busing is when you clean the
It's huge.
tables.
Why? Because the
Right.
servers don't they have to give you a percentage of the tips? So don't the servers make more money?
yeah, but usually every
time I apply to be a server,
So,
they
like,
say they're not
into the
available.
mic,
They say they're not
She's not, you
available.
talk into the mic.
Oh, sorry. Usually, whenever I go to a restaurant and I apply, they say server's not available. You can host or bus. I was like, I'll bus because you get more money.
I would say I want to be the chef.
I don't know. So I'm sitting outside this week and I'm looking at Amazon. Chuck decided I solely keep Amazon in business.
Yes, you do.
Because we were sitting, I'm
You
sitting
know, it's
outside
funny.
over
How
the
come I
weekend.
get a report of everything you order?
I'm sitting outside this week and I get, like, my doorbell camera goes off and there's a delivery. Okay, he goes outside and he says to me, is it Christmas? I'm like, well, why? He said, there's a few boxes that seem to have your name on them. Well, I do not know what I ordered. Those are air filters. He says, oh no, those are not air filters. I forgot last week before I went to bed. I just went clicking. I got 3 new pairs of shoes. I got 2 dresses. I got some makeup. He said, I've never seen so many boxes delivered to the house. You have solely. And then I got the pins for us. Kept Amazon in business.
Yeah, but you should buy Prime. With you, I see what you order. I don't know why, and you
They
don't
are
have
Prime.
Prime.
How do you see what I order? I don't order on your
I
account.
don't know. I see. I get a daily. I get a monthly thing that says.
Really? Because I don't even use your account.
I know you don't, but I'm saying I see what you
Why can't I
order.
see what I order?
Lipstick, eyeshadow. Or how much of that crap do you send
That's
back?
not mine.
It has to be yours. It ain't mine.
Maybe it's Gia's wife is on your account.
No.
Yeah, check. It's not mine. Not mine.
Is your name Dawn Grauber?
Yes.
That's what it says.
I don't think so. Anyway, what
Shoes.
do we have going on for today?
She's changing the subject. It's hers. We have singers coming in today. B, the producer, is going to be bringing in this money. In the next 6, we're going to have musician showcase.
And we've got Frank and Richard, so you can ask them about planetary travel. Because Sally will be in as well.
What does Richard know about planetary time?
He doesn't, but Frank does.
So why are we asking Frank and Richard?
But you can ask Frank.
What are you going to
I
ask?
was going to have somebody else come in for them to do some taste testing, but they canceled because their AC was broken.
Did
So-
you take back the spacesuit?
Yes.
The alien thing? Could have wore it today. Would have been interesting. You would have ran across the stage, and I would have said, "What the hell was that?"
I understand there's Christmas garb in the stores already. Is that true? Target is getting ready for Christmas?
Halloween stuff is all over.
It's
We
disgusting.
got to get through Halloween first, no?
TJ Maxx had Halloween decorations all over the place.
What are we doing for Halloween here, guys?
What should I be? I'm still debating on it.
Being unemployed
October
intern.
31st.
Yeah.
I don't know what day of the week it is.
No, what should I be? I'm
If you have a
thinking
job,
about
we
it.
have someone who needs one.
You should be a server for Halloween.
Be a server. We'll pay you in cafe money. Remember when we made the cafe dollars?
With your face on it?
I don't know why that. We shouldn't put my face on it, but we have them. We'll pay you in cafe dollars. You turn them in, you get $1. 100 of them gets you one buck.
Heck yeah.
You believe in miracles?
Me?
You.
I'm
Okay.
trying to.
Yeah, I see miracles.
Every day. You think waking up every day is a miracle?
Could be.
Yes.
Depends how you wake
Some
up.
people don't wake up.
So every day that we're all here, we're all blessed with at least one miracle that we woke up. Only more to come for the rest of the day.
I
Can you
always say.
imagine if you woke up every day thinking that it's a miracle that I woke up, that your whole mindset would change
Yeah, but the definition for me for a miracle is that it happens once.
that day?
No, once. You wake up every other day.
What do
every
you think,
day.
Royce?
If you're waking up, it's a miracle. Because you can't wake up like on that special day.
See?
So every day is different than the other day.
Yeah, let me just not wake up on my birthday. On my 21st.
When's your birthday?
In 20 days.
Tomorrow
for
was Zach's
September.
birthday.
Who?
Zach, Shorty.
You know, I thought it was her birthday. She says a Wednesday. I don't know. It's 3 weeks from now.
And then Zari's birthday is in a couple weeks also.
We're the same week.
The 14th.
You're the 14th?
Yep.
And you're the 20th?
17th.
17th. And we got a concert on the 19th.
Oh, busy month.
We're going to have Sinatra and
Dean
Dean
Martin.
Martin up at the movies in Delray singing their lungs out. It's
Feel
gonna
like
be
you're going
fun.
old school again?
I like that stuff. I don't know if people like that, but
Because
I
you're
like
old
it.
school.
I liked it. And I saw the Dean Martin. I got to get his name. We don't even know his name, but I saw a tape on him. He's pretty good.
So we're going to put all that together. Miracle every day. 1, we woke up. 2, we're all here. 3, beginning of a new week.
I wish the miracle of not having to pay bills existed. Can you imagine every day if you wake up and all your bills are paid and you don't have a bill for the rest of your life? How fun would that be? No student loans, no car payments, no rent, nothing.
Then it would be free for all chaos, and no one would have anything to keep grounded. There's the yin and the yang.
I could do my hobbies. What you mean?
What are your hobbies, by the way?
I like to draw and read
What do you like to read?
books.
Any
I'm
kind?
kidding. No, manga or fantasy books.
So do you think that the challenge is to be able to meet your bills and then have find and make time for your hobbies? Is
Yeah,
that what life
because
is
if you
about?
can't, you have to work long enough to be able to make the money to pay the bills, but that's going to consume most, if not all, of your day.
I don't have the motivation to do anything unless my stuff I have to do is done. Like, I haven't had the motivation to crochet all summer. Like, it's been sad. But I'm finally doing it.
Well,
Making a blanket.
I think
Yeah.
we should do a segment on hobbies or things that we like, because we all get seriously something good, and get back to doing segments on the show, because we all get so buried in bills and homework and things you have to do and laundry, whatever the things that we have to do that we don't like to do. We don't talk about the things that we enjoy doing. All we do is talk about things we don't like to do.
That we have to do.
So we should totally change our mindset.
Yeah, but how
and
do
our
you
shift.
how do you draw when you have all this weight on your mind? When you have all this
Look at him,
weight.
he's wearing it.
But how do you do things when
I don't.
things that you enjoy when you have all of this negative stuff coming at you? How do you do it?
You have to do the stuff first.
You just do it.
Yeah, you just do
doesn't
it.
matter.
You
Yeah.
push through?
Yeah.
You just gotta do it.
Is that the best example of who you are and what you can do? Pushing it through that way?
Wouldn't it be?
I don't know. It's a question.
Just
Sometimes
getting the
that's not
job
the best
done.
of what you can do.
Why? You get stressed out and you go to the movies.
Yeah, and then I confront a gorilla that won't let me watch comfortably.
Yeah, but you could have not gone to the movies. You could have stayed home and wallowed
I
in your
almost walked.
depression.
Let me tell you something. I almost walked out and went home. I almost did, because I felt so uncomfortable. And I looked down at the bottom of the theater, and it was packed. There was not one empty seat.
But you could have not gone out and stayed home and wallowed in your frustrations of the weekend, but you didn't. You went out.
I did, because it was $4 a movie, no matter what movie. You could have seen, the XD. You go in there, they got 20 screens around you. That was packed. That was sold out. I wasn't going to wait till 11 o'clock to see the movie then. But $4 is $4. AARP, baby.
I was thinking of you. We're going to go visit Chelsea next month, and Chuck's like, "Oh, I can use my AARP rates." Like, "Are you saving any money?" He's like, "Yes." So he opens his computer and he gets a rate, and I open up my computer and get a rate. He goes, "What'd you get?" I tell him, same exact rate.
Well, he doesn't know how to buy.
Same exact rate.
He
is all I
doesn't
can
know how
tell
to
you.
buy. He doesn't know how to
So
buy.
we're sitting there with like dueling computers and who can get on faster.
It's not about faster. It's you have to. First of all, Gio called me and says, "Hey, Dad, thank you for telling me to join AARP, because he rents a car, he gets a 15% discount. To him, that's a big deal.
It is.
Buying Pampers wherever he goes, 15% discount. Denny's, 15%. You don't get that because you don't need a Denny's.
Right. And I don't buy Pampers. So far.
Not yet. When you get older and you need them, I got you.
So far, let's wrap this up. We've got music coming today. We've got Monday Mayhem. So let's see what. Actually, you know what's going to do Monday Miracles. No more Mayhem this Monday. Let's do a Miracle Monday.
Yeah, Mayhem, the
She's
guy.
gonna. You have your crochet stuff in the car.
I can bring him though.
We're gonna bring it in. We're gonna
I
turn.
can run and
We're
bring
gonna
them.
flip this script and bring in some Monday Miracles.
The
How about
guy,
that?
the guy from
can go
the
get my
insurance
yarn.
guy, the big bulky black guy,
I can show you more.
they put a new commercial out for him. He's back.
Oh, for Allstate?
Yeah,
Is he?
he's back.
Ah.
I said, wait a minute, Josh told me this guy was no longer. Yeah, they put a brand new one for the NFL. They brought him back.
Same guy?
Same guy. I don't remember. I think it was.
Maybe
with,
he only does season. Maybe he only does football season.
I don't know, but he's one of the well-known guys, and also Mr. Mayhem. I love Mr. Mayhem. I think he's the
I
best. think
you're like Mr. Mayhem.
me.
That was
Mr.
one of my
Mayhem
favorite
of
parts
Brooklyn
about
Cafe.
college football, when they go for the PAT or they kick a field goal and it goes into the helping hands of Allstate
Yeah.
as the back post.
I like that.
Things to do. All right,
You can
ready
see
to
it
wrap
on
this
commercials.
up? All right, have a great morning, everyone. We're going to go into a Monday of Miracles. Just wait and see what can actually happen with a positive
Mayhem.
mindset.
Mayhem.
New. We'll see you in a little bit.
Don't be late.
Bye-bye.
Thank you for listening to the Brooklyn Cafe Morning Show. My mug is empty, and you know what that means.
I think it means it's time for a coffee refill.
As we prepare for other shows here at the Amp Media Production Studios.
Tune in for more fun and laughs at 12 o'clock for our afternoon show.
And remember to like, follow, and subscribe on our page.
Have a great morning, everyone. Stay safe and be kind to each other.
And don't be late.